Hi there! This week we're going to be solving Windows Code 10 errors. But first, my name is Steve, this is TQA Weekly, and if you've ever used Windows, you know of only a few error codes out there that will absolutely annoy or terrify you. Windows Code 10 is one of those. It is annoying and it can be terrifying because of what it stands to mean. Today we're going to be learning what are the causes and what are the solutions. So many of the causes of the Code 10 error are related to outdated or corrupted drivers, bad Windows startups, hardware failure of either the device or the mainboard of the computer itself. These are some of the reasons. And those reasons are usually pretty common enough that the solutions tend to actually work because of how commonly that occurs. Some of these solutions sound pretty insane to some people though. The first thing you can consider is to turn your computer off and then on again. Not restart, off, then on. Because that actually purges the memory inside of your computer as opposed to restarting it. Therefore, if anything in your computer was causing that Code 10 error, it's gone. You can also consider uninstalling and reinstalling or updating the drivers, as this is usually the majority of the time the issue itself. You can consider replacing the device if updating the driver and restarting the computer does not work. You can consider changing the location of the device on the main board or in the computer if it is at all possible. Some of it, of course, is part of the main board. And of course, you can either replace the main board or the computer depending on whether or not that's even feasible. What does this all do? So, if the cause was the outdated or corrupted driver, simply uninstalling it and updating the driver would have the net effect of fixing that entire thing, and that's it. The problem would be solved. Bad Windows startups can have a lot to do with software and other things in the environment, but can also be spontaneous, unique events that have nothing to do with anything, and the hardware is fine, it's just that the Windows started wrong. And of course, hardware does die. It has a finite life, and therefore sometimes we simply just have to change the hardware or our computer. There's nothing else we can do about it. That's just life. Hopefully that would explain what Code 10 errors are caused by and how you can solve it. But hopefully you understand that it is part of Windows. It's going to happen to you. Don't freak out. Try changing the drivers and all that first, restarting Windows by shutting it down and turning it back on, checking if it works anywhere else in the computer or in other devices, and if nothing else works, simply replace it outright, and you should be fine. Like this episode if you like it, dislike it if you didn't, share with those you think benefit from this, and don't forget to subscribe if you have any questions, comments, suggestions for topics. Email me at ask@tqaweekly.com or go to my website, tqaweekly.com, where you can see the show notes on this episode, past others, find other ways of subscribing, and of course use the contact form to email me directly. And if you want to see me play video games, head over to twitch.tv/zxs1981, where I play every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.